I'm with the Bella twins, and they were talking about in their speech how women wrestlers are equal to male wrestlers, and you guys have really helped make that happen. Tell me about that journey.
It's been an incredible journey. Bree and I have been with the WWE for 10 years, and we just knew within those 10 years that we wanted to make a difference. We wanted women wrestlers to be equal to the male wrestlers. We are called divas, and the males were called superstars. And through our blood, sweat, and tears, and turning all our no's into yeses and our negatives into positives, we got there, and it created a women's revolution. And at WrestleMania 32 this past April, women made history, and we are now all called WWE superstars. There's no more divas, and now we are equal to the men, which is something we have fought for 10 years, and the women before us. There has just been this journey of women at the WWE that have been trying to break barriers and have broke barriers and just never gave up.
Yeah, and I think too the biggest thing is that we found our voices. You know, I think sometimes as women we're very soft-spoken, we have gentle souls, so sometimes for us to kind of stand up and just be strong can be scary. And it was nice to have a bunch of women in a locker room come together and be like, no, we're going to use our voice and we're going to change things. And that's exactly what we did.
And unfortunately, a lot of times women are afraid to use their voice because if they're too loud, then they're called a B word, or you know what I mean? But women should own that and unapologetically be themselves. And I think you guys do such a good job of that. How did you find that within yourself to just be who you are and share it with the world?
I think it was the day that we just stopped caring about what people thought about us. I know at the end of the day, there's going to be people that like me, who don't like me, who are going to judge me. But if I stick to who I am, I walk out of that day happy and I get to enjoy life. But I think those moments when you worry about what people say, you go to bed upset and you wake up upset. But the day you let that go and you overcome that fear and you become brave, you realize that this world rocks, and going through this world with that strong voice, it just becomes so much more amazing, very empowering.
Right. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, and where would you suggest somebody start? Could it be even just simply on social media, sharing an opinion or a strong belief?
I really feel like where it needs to start is yourself looking in the mirror. Because if you don't hear yourself say it to yourself, then you can't say it to anyone else. And that's what it took me. It took me to look in the mirror and be like, you know what, Bree, you are strong. You are all these things that everyone thinks you're not. You are that. And it took me first looking in the mirror, telling myself that, and then I felt like I could tell the world. The minute I believe it, then I can make everyone else believe it.
And I think, you know, once you have that, it is important to take advantage of all your social platforms, whether it's social groups that you go to at your office, at your home, or social media. I think it's so important to use your voice and really express how you feel, because at the end of the day, you're going to realize who your true friends are, and you're going to realize that the surrounding that you have, everyone stays positive. And I think that's what's helped me succeed is, like, I have my best friends here. I only surround myself with positive, motivating people.
Is there a barrier you guys still want to break, either in wrestling or maybe a different area of your life?
Goodness,
yes. I know, gosh, I feel like there's so many. You know, I think as like myself becoming a mother, like I want to have babies, and unfortunately I had to retire at WrestleMania 32 because I can't have a baby bump and take back bumps in a ring. But sometimes I feel like a barrier that needs to be broken is people not realizing the strength of stay-at-home moms, realizing that sometimes women who are truly the ones who empower all the women doing big things are women who are staying at home raising kids, raising our younger generations who are literally putting their dreams aside to make other dreams come true. And I feel like that's a big barrier that needs to be broken, that we start looking at those women as like women who stand up with professional wrestlers, who stand up next to Ronda Rousey. It needs to be that stay-at-home mom right there with us.
Yeah, that she is a living superhero. And I also feel like women in the corporate world, that they truly do get paid for how hard they work, and they're acknowledged just like the males are acknowledged. And I think we're on our way to breaking those barriers, and I just hope that women who aren't in that corporate world can use their voice and help those women. Because I think at the end of the day, if all of us women can come together in this world, we can help break every barrier in every industry, not just in the one we work in.
What I love about what you guys are saying is, to me, empowerment is choices. And if you want to choose to be a stay-at-home mom, that's empowering. If you want to choose to be in corporate America, that's empowering too. And it's beautiful that nowadays women have those choices. Totally. It's awesome. Yeah. Tell me about your business, your new business that's also going to empower women.
Yes, Birdiebee. Oh my goodness. It's so it's an undergarment line. It's panties with a purpose is what we like to call it. And it's a brand that not only promotes women empowerment, but also promotes feminine health. we want to build a community where women and little girls feel safe to come to talk about feminine needs and healthcare and also women empowerment. We want Birdiebee to inspire people, motivate people, but also to inform you on stuff that happens with the female body. We feel like at 32, we're still learning so much, and we want to take in all this knowledge and then share it. And so we want Birdiebee to be a safe place for the products you buy, you know it's healthy for you, and also spread a great message.
Exactly. And you know, like coming from a hippie side of things and all that, one thing I've always cared about is kind of fabrics, things, how things are made, but also like what we put on our bodies, and whether it's clothing or it's products. For me, I just started realizing like, whoa, like I think the world is taking a step back about caring about the chemicals that go into our fabrics, when really it's like, you know, why is there a rise in cancers and people having bad health? Well, maybe it's what we're wearing. And that's a really big deal for not only Birdiebee, but for Nicole and I, is to make fabrics that are good, that can be closest to your body.
And you ladies are such a good example of how you're stronger together than you are apart. And I feel like that goes for all women. What's been the key to that for you two?
I think it's kind of what you said about just staying together. There's minutes, I mean, and I know that we're identical twins, but you can kind of turn on someone if someone becomes more successful or they go in this different direction. But I think we both have helped keep each other strong, and it's made a stronger voice. And I think at the end of the day, when we do all stick together, our voices are stronger. And so I think because we were on the same page with everything, it kept us staying together.
Well, and I think too, it's Nicole and I couldn't be more different. Like, we are just different in the things that we like and how we dress, everything, but it's always having an open mind. Her and I, because we're so different but we get along, we always had an open mind to everything. And I also feel that together you do give each other strength. Like, there's days I'll have a really bad day, but her day's going really good, and she uplifts me. And it goes vice versa. And I think that's why it's so great to have a partner in crime or just a good support group.
Okay, and lastly, what is your definition of empowerment?
Ooh, I know you're going to say the same. I think it's an inner strength, and it's sharing that inner strength and helping other people become strong.
Exactly, because I feel like one thing that people have gotten confused with empowerment is they think it's physical strength, but it's not. It's all about inner strength and finding the courage and the bravery to really just listen to your voice inside and have it come on out.
Love it. Thank you so much, ladies.